Honestly, Gojo-sensei, I can't believe you'd even joke about shoving cursed fingers up my ass.
Oh, quit whining, Yuji. If you're done crying, we've got something important to do.
Is it more important than threatening my life?
Absolutely. Today I'm gonna rate Sukuna's performances in different anime games he's in. Gonna expose him for the overhyped bitch he is.
Gojo-sensei, that sounds dangerous.
And Jane, you think you've got what it takes to judge me?
Oh, please. Stop acting so tough, Sukuna. Half the time you're getting your cursed butt handed to you by a high school kid.
I know that you're gonna give me low ratings on purpose because of what happened last time.
Nah, I'll be brutally honest. Can't do anything about it if all of them happen to be trash. Who knows, maybe I'll even find a half-decent one. Maybe. First on the list is Jujutsu Shenanigans. It's the most popular one of all the games you're in. The game itself is good, but let's see if the same can be said for you. The first skill is Cursed Strikes. Sukuna charges forward and barrages the enemy with a combo, which doesn't look that appealing to be honest. I'm sorry, but the air variant is also not that great. At least the finisher of this move is somewhat decent. With the air variant, he just does the same move but with a black flash. Kinda boring though. The second skill is Crushing Blow. It's not bad, but I wish he crushed him a few more times into the ground. The finisher adds a wrestling move at the end. It's definitely better than the normal one. The only difference with the air variant is the jump at the beginning. And it's the same story with the air variant finisher. The third skill is Divergent Fist. I don't know what to say about this one.
You should blame the little brat for these awful moves, not me.
It's part of your moveset in the game, so I'm going to blame you.
I knew you would say that, you arrogant bastard.
The finisher is very brutal though.
Yeah, that's my style.
I can see that. The variant is a black flash, but this one is actually good. You can spam it infinitely as long as you are behind someone's back. And of course, as long as you don't mess up. The last move of the base moveset is a counter called Manji Kick. It's garbage. His special ability is move canceling. It is activated by pressing the R key, and its purpose is just to bait your opponents. His ultimate is called King of Curses. His schizophrenic dumbass points at the camera saying, "You're such an annoying brat."
I was just talking to your mother.
His M1s are slicing the opponent now instead of punching and kicking. Not gonna lie, I kinda like it. The first skill of the ultimate moveset is called Dismantle. He basically cuts the enemy, leaving a bloody mess on the ground. And the finisher is just disgusting. The air variant shoots all razors at once, and the finisher of the air variant cuts the enemy in half. This damn cursed demon is so brutal.
Oh, thank you. You are such a sweetheart.
The second move is called Open. He shoots a flaming arrow which does a huge explosion on impact. It's very destructive, and it's my favorite move so far. The finisher burns the enemy to a crisp, kinda like Jogo. That was probably his warm-up for hell. When you play with fire, you'll get burnt eventually. The next move is Rush. It's smooth and really satisfying when you land this one. The last move is his
Domain Expansion. Malevolent Shrine.
He cuts everyone trapped inside the domain for what feels like an eternity. Nobody gets out of there alive. The shrine itself looks awful though.
I agree with you on that one.
Who wouldn't? They slapped some creepy lips on there and made it even creepier than the real one. While the ultimate is active, his special ability changes to a grabbing version of Dismantle. When used as a finisher, the brutality of this move shines. If you use his skills in this order, 1, 3, 2, and R, he shoots his world-cutting slash at the enemy. But, for some odd reason, I kinda take this finisher personally.
Don't act like it wasn't an honor to be diced by me. I should be charging royalties every time someone uses that move.
The move looks decent, I guess, but I'll give it bonus points if it comes with therapy for post/slash flashbacks. Okay, it's finally time to rate you in this game. For visuals, I give it a 6 out of 10. The smoothness is an 8 out of 10. And for the fun factor, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. With so many moves and variants, it just has to be fun. And the final score is 24 out of 30. That's a good start for you, not gonna lie.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not. Let's just keep going.
The next game is Ultimate Battlegrounds. Let's jump right into it and see how good you are in this one. The first skill is called Cleave. I have to admit that it looks pretty decent. I just don't like that the dummy is representing me, but with a sad and ugly face.
It can't be you. Everyone knows that you are handsome.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Sukuna. I didn't expect that from you, but it means a lot to me.
That was literally sarcasm, you idiot.
And it also has a finisher which is quite nice. It cuts the enemy to pieces. The second skill is Dismantle. It's not bad, but not great either. Even though the first skill looks like an air variant, there is an actual air variant which is much better in my opinion. It also has a finisher which is, you guessed it, also cutting the enemy to pieces. The third skill is Deceit. You can use it to backdash or as a move cancel. Either way, it's The last skill is Spiderweb. He forms a cleave from the ground, which is shaped like a spiderweb. But unlike a spiderweb, which is sticky, this one's bouncy for some reason. The finisher of this one is just amazing. You know how I said that the game is called Ultimate Battlegrounds? Well, you don't have an ultimate here at all.
That's false advertising. How are you gonna call it ultimate anything when the king of curses can't even flex a proper ultimate?
On to the ratings. For visuals, I give it an 8 out of 10. The smoothness is a 9 out of 10. And the fun factor, considering there is no ultimate, is a 4 out of 10. It's not really fun to have only 4 skills and one of them being a skill cancel, which leaves us with 3 usable skills. So the final score is 21 out of 30. The next game is Sorcerer Battlegrounds. Let's see if there is an ultimate in this one. The first skill is called Cranium Impact. He headbutts the enemy 3 times really hard, finishing with a kick. We haven't seen this one in any other game. Props for being unique. The finisher of this move is so brutal that I think I would get flagged if I showed it without blurring the screen. Yuck. The second skill is Divergent Smash. He charges forward, punching the enemy. It's kinda lame. The third skill is Black Flash. But it's not a Black Flash unless you time it perfectly, which took me a lot of attempts to finally get it right. It's so hard to do, or maybe I'm just too stupid.
Oh yeah. I'm sure your stupidity must be the reason for that.
Oh dude, just shut your cursed ass already. Let me know in the comments if this Black Flash was worth the pain I was going through. The last skill is Manji Kick. Why is it that every move is so bloody in this game? I mean, does it have to be like that? He just kicked his legs, he didn't amputate them. And the funny thing is that there is less blood when he shatters him like glass. His awakening animation is him ripping out his heart. There is a rare awakening though, but it's even worse than this one, and I don't have the patience anymore to try getting it. The first and second skill are very similar. One is him throwing the enemy and slicing him up, and the other one is him jumping back and slicing him up again. The third skill is Fire Arrow, and like in every other game, it's my favorite move. The explosion and destruction are phenomenal. It's such an eye-catcher. And the last skill is his domain expansion. It looks nice, right? The problem with this one is that it barely hits anyone even though I see it cutting and slicing a big portion of the map. But I don't care about the visuals if it misses the real target. Such a fail in my humble opinion. On to the ratings. The visuals look good. I give it an 8 out of 10. The smoothness is not bad either. I give it a 7 out of 10. And the fun factor, considering the pain you go through to get the Black Flash and his domain not doing what it's supposed to, I give it a 6 out of 10. The final score is 21 out of 30. Don't forget that I'm only rating the character, not the game itself, so stop crying about it. Or if you really have to, at least do it in the comment section. Next on the list is Curse Battlegrounds. I hope the domain expansion works better in this one. It's rating time. For visuals, considering that Dismantle looks like he hits the enemy with electricity, and Flame Arrow being the most underwhelming of any we've seen so far, I give it a 5 out of 10. For smoothness, I give it a 7 out of 10. For the fun factor, considering the stuff I already mentioned, and the game not having a domain expansion at all, I mean the ultimate moveset feels more like a normal moveset. I give it a 4 out of 10. The final score is a low 16 out of 30. The next game is called Jujutsu Beatdown. The visuals are very good for this one. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. The smoothness is just perfect. It's automatically a 10 out of 10. And the fun factor with all these smooth skills and variants is an 8 out of 10. The final score is 27 out of 30. The next game on the list is Anime Battle Arena, or just ABA. The first skill is called Shrine. I can't see any shrine anywhere though. In reality, this is just a regular dismantle. The second skill is Onslaught. He summons an elephant. Wait a sec. Come back for a second, bud. There is no way this is an elephant. This is obviously a bull. Can't remember ever seeing anyone summoning a freaking bull. At least the third skill is accurate since he's summoning dogs, even though they look and sound like wolves. The fourth skill is Trash when normally used, but after you get 4 wheel spins and activate the skill, you summon Mahoraga. And this guy is fighting on your side, and he's even taking the damage instead of you. I have to admit, this is really cool. After 2 wheel spins, you can summon Agito. He can heal you or use Lightning Rain. Both are pretty useful in their own way. This is one of the best awakenings I have seen. I definitely didn't expect that from this game, considering how bad they made me. The rest of the skills are mediocre at best. The visuals are not that great. A maximum 5 out of 10. The smoothness is even worse. I give it a 4 out of 10. And the fun factor with the summonings and everything else is easily a 9 out of 10. The final score is 18 out of 30. I wish they made my character as fun to play as yours.
Yours is just trash.
I know. The next game is Infinite Purple. This game is all about me, but for 75 Robux, people can get access to your domain. I won't even rate this one. There is nothing to rate here except the visuals, but I don't rate only one skill, because if I did, I would subtract points for not having the rest of the moveset, and it would end up being a 1 out of 10. This is the longest domain ever. While it lasts, we could do the outro.
First of all, your ratings weren't accurate. You made me look bad, even though I was still leagues better than you were last time.
Oh, boo-hoo. Tell you what, next time we'll switch it up. We'll show one of my skills and then one of yours, back to back. And Yuji can be the judge. How's that for a little ultimate tournament of skills? Winner gets bragging rights, and the loser has to admit who's the best.
You heard the man. If you want this ultimate tournament, let us know in the comments. And maybe add who you think will win. Though we all know the answer.
Yeah, me. Alright, domain's fading, time's up. Like, subscribe, and get ready for round 2.